All right, Marty Coleman here, and we're going to look at the J24 Worlds in Miami, race number 1 today. So let's look at my notes. We were delayed because the weather was very light in the morning, and the first race today was set up for 1.5 miles at 120, and it was a 5, which means we finished upwind. And the line was actually square. I had it square to 120 at the start. So let's take a look. Here's the finishes. So who do we have? We got Rossi, unclear, winning the race. So we'll be able to look at his stuff along with the. You'll go see. Here's the teams. Let me show you the teams that we have on the data side. Here. Tools. Here's the boats we have. We're taking a look at today. Okay, so the forecast weather briefing I put through this morning talked about the wind kind of filling in and pulling right throughout the day. A little bit of a typical Miami 120 degree, 130, 40, 50, 60, 70 degree day. You know, just pulling right as the sun goes right, and it really turned out to be that day. Okay, I have a line set up, but I don't have it perfectly set up here for you guys. You can see right here would be the midline boat, this would be the pin end boat, and this would be the right side pin line boat. And down here at the bottom is the time. You can see 12:04:59, so this is right at the start right here. And we'll watch the tracks up to the first mark here a little bit. I'm going to put the wind. I got the wind right now at about 120, which I think was very close to where it was at the start. And I'm going to go to here, and we'll just back this up just a little bit and let this play out so you can kind of watch a little bit. Let me take off. Enable focus, which helps here a little bit. Okay. So we got, what do we have? About a minute 10 to go here. About 25 seconds here. I'll speed it up just a little bit here, and I'll stop it right at the gun here. 20 seconds. 15, 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, and go. Looks like very, very close Velocidad, but a good start there. We were clear on Angel in the middle of the line, a little bit of sag, we were poked out, able to go straight for quite a while here. So we're going to go ahead and just let this play out. We look upwind, don't really see too many shifts early on here. I think the guys actually out of the left really did very well in the first race. You know, I think the strategy was to just start, be able to go straight, and decide when you need to go back. Looks like Buckaroo's got a good angle coming back in here. And Rossi, which is right here, is the one that ends up wins this race. I don't know what he rounded in the first mark. Still in the top group. These two guys definitely in the top group. You can see our angle, Angel Harm with Robbie, was a little bit lower. They got a nice little lift and pressure coming back here, which tends to be, the standard Miami element. But, we're later in the day. We're at noontime, a little later in the afternoon after the squalls rolled through. You can see they just get a little bit of help on the left-hand side here. Although these lanes look pretty good, too, coming back in. Lots of tacks up in here, though, right? I mean, if you look at Rossi, he's only tacked once, and he's going to have to tack 1, 2, 3 more times. Velocidad really only tacks once in on the ley line, so pretty strong for them. Malacombe on the right, trying to make that side work a little bit. You can see just hard to get out of the right early in the day. It just seemed like the pressure came from the left. Hence the two left boats, Velocidad and Rossi, beating the chunk of boats we have here. Up a little bit. We did an early jibe. Or did we do an early jibe? No, not on the first one. Yesterday we did in the practice race. So with the 24s, your decision's got to be made early. What gate you want, what side of the race course you want. Let's see, it looks like it was a pretty even split. The marks were pretty square today. I don't think they were really too far off one way or the other. I'll slow it down here a little bit. A little bit mark roundings. Rossi taking the left side. Velocidad going on going to the right. Let's see how they. So if we look, let's watch them. Let's see where they were rounding the bottom. Very similar. Okay, so let's see how that all works out. So now if we look upwind, we can kind of get a sense of what the tracks look like here. Do we see a little bit of fade? Going back across here a little bit. Rossi doesn't quite. He gets a little fade too. But that far, being pretty far out here, worked out pretty well. Looks like the Velocidad did come out of that. Yeah, because just a little bit of a righty early on. Now let's see how they end up here. A little bit of righty action. Good angle coming across here. And just managing the ley lines, always so hard to do in these boats. So Rossi, let's see, how did Rossi get around there? So he was ahead, crossing, coming back out on the right a little bit. Whoa. Let's back that up just a pinch here. Yeah, so Rossi gets him just on the right here with a little bit of pressure. Kind of speed things up here a little bit. So now the wind's gone a little bit right here. See, everybody jibed over early, and it's just going down on the mark here. So we got a little bit of a right shift that happened right. I think we actually, let me slow this down here a little bit. We turned out to be okay. Trying to stay in the ley lines downwind, and a little shift, but it doesn't take much to get outside of it. All right, let's speed this back up again. Rossi going for the left gate. Pretty much everybody. Let's see how the Velocidad guys do. Brian, those guys do over there. Looks pretty strong right now. So if you look at the track, little bit of a lift coming in here. Let's see how this all turns out. You can tell the wind's already gone. So let me adjust this a little bit to the right here. Rotate this back up in here. A little bit of the righty. Mark was moved for the finish. And then it's just to manage Okay, so let me show you the data. Step details for each leg. You can go through here and take a look at this. Each leg first, upwind, downwind, upwind, downwind, upwind, and overall. So Rossi in right here, overall speed was 5.29, 5.21, 5.3, 5.25. You can see that, but you can also see like for the first beat, average speed for Angela Harmon was 5.28, 5.29, 5.3, but look at the distance scale, 3.8, 3.9, 4.4, 3.6, 4.0, 3.8, 3.9. So it was, we can pause it now and then take a look at that.